It's actually a lie. I have like at least contour and foundation on. Yeah, I got PJ vibes today. They match and set. Gang gang. Christmas PJ set or bust. This is actually exactly what I'm going to be wearing the first Saturday of my vacation while we watch 90s and early 2000s cartoons.
Sussy Panda 365 just resubscribed for 26 months. 26 months of sus shenanigans. Samiab1 Sussy Earl, Samiab1 Sussy Earl.
Holy shit! That one got me. Thank you, Sussy. Thank you for the resubscription of 26 months. That is 2 years and 2 months. That's crazy. In case you guys can't math, I totally get it. But thank you. That's crazy long time. I appreciate you. Also, Chiz, thank you for the ear bleed. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Hi, JJ Blinks. How are you? Thank you for throwing it back. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're not like at work or anything. Hopefully everybody's off of work by now. Pet cat. I'm gonna pet the one by my feet because she's gonna bother me before anything else. I'm actually going to aggressively rub love on her. Also, hi Ismail. How are you? Ugh, look at this big old chonker. Look at this big old chonker. Alright. You want all the love hands? I love you. You sweet girl. This is cow's fur, by the way, in case you haven't met her. You should by now. Boop. 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 Oh, you big mad, huh? I know you don't like being held like that, but there's not really room on my lap, little girl. She says thank you for the pets and aggressive lovage. Love a good comfy outfit? Exactly, exactly. It's 95 for me right now, a bit spicy. Not quite a, what was that little gummy bear called? Little Nitro? Chiz. You gotta clean that booty hole. You gotta clean, yeah, you need to clean the booty hole. That's bad. That's real bad. You need to take a shower. I don't think that was a fart. Alright, where am I at? Sorry, I don't want to miss anything. Currently the temperature here is 96 degrees Fahrenheit with a real feel of 112 degrees Fahrenheit with 55% humidity. I hated working today because it randomly got busy towards the end of my shift, which totally didn't make me desire the grave. Yes, I know that feeling. That's me like almost every Sunday. I get overstimulated as hell and then I try to like speed walk my ass out the store so I can go home, and then there's always somebody who gets offended by the fact that like I didn't wave to say hi to them or bye to them when I was like walking out, and I'm like, I'm just trying to get out of here. It's nothing of that nature. What's math? I have no idea. I think it's an alien language and I don't like it. I'm also not very good at it. My day's been meh, but I hope yours has been great, you beautiful soul. I've had a rough like week, if I'm being honest. I've had a really rough week. I'll get into it here in a little bit. I literally had to take notes because it's so much that I was like, I'm gonna get lost in my train of thought. So like I took notes. That's how much I've had on my mind lately. So that's fun. Yeah. That's how I've been. You have 2 cats. I do have 2 cats. I have Satsuki and I have Calcifer, which you just saw, but she has now since ran away. Hi, Poo Poo. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Bacon. Your farts probably smell like bacon, and I would be okay with that. Guess what? What? Did you win an award for something? Did you shave off more hair? Okay, well,
Jim the
or
Polo
his nuts.
Snapper cheered X100. Hope this helps at our 6-month together. Sami, love you, girl. Jim the Polo Snapper just resubscribed for 6 months. 6 months, holy shit.
That's half a year together. Jim, we've been friends for half of a year. That's crazy. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for resubscribing. Thank you for the 100 biddies. You guys are nice as shit, and you guys started a hype train. What the fuck? Pretty sure. Yeah, you did. You did. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are nice. I'm not worthy. Okay, anyways. Hi, Cookie. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. I feel like I look bald as shit, but at least you know what I would look like if I ever, you know, this is a fucked up joke. I'm so sorry. But also my mom died of cancer, so it's okay. But at least now you know what I would look like if I ever got cancer and I had to shave my head bald. Anyway. I'm sorry. I haven't been mentally well, so the dark humor has been a thing for a minute. I don't know why I'm going with like the Cosby voice for that. Maybe because, you know, like the Theo. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Push the brakes. It's a good strategy to write down feelings or things that have happened. I do that for therapy. So I I had like a journal, right, that I used to write on all the time to like express like stuff. And it ended up turning into like when I would go back and read my journal before, I would just get re-triggered again and be like, wow, I still have those same thoughts and this sucks. So instead, I try to just like write it down. Like I'll write down the negatives, talk it out with somebody, and then like get rid of that paper. And then like instead, I'd write in like a journal, which I can't find, so I haven't been able to. But instead, I would write like what I learned in the journal. Like, this is how I felt. This is what I did to deal with how I felt. And this is how it made me feel after everything was said and done. Something like that. Also, this like keeps clicking. It's like this weird noise. Anyway.
Daddy, chill.
I hope you guys like this music because we're gonna vibe to it for a minute. Last stream felt like a decade ago. Yeah. I apologize about that. Kind of, I mean, sorry, not sorry type thing. On one hand, like, I would love to be here more often. Like, I really would. Truly, I really would. But on the other hand, I still have my full-time job and trying to take care of this house. And it's a lot. And I'm also babysitting a third cat, and my schedule was thrown off for the week. So it's just, you know, I had to take a couple days to just like I wanted to stream yesterday, and I was in the Discord and realized like I needed a freaking nap so bad. Like I was not happy with how I was. So I took a nap and then I was still pretty grumpy. Like, I don't know. And then even today, it's not like I'm not really grumpy. I just like, I feel like today I'm kind of more sad. I don't know. It is what it is. It's okay to feel sad. Anyway. I think that fart smell thing is wrong because I wash my butthole. You might have missed a spot. Did you do like a full-on, it's not a douche. It's called something else. Enema? Did you do a full-on enema? Because maybe try that. That might help You know, you got most of it, but you got to get like real deep inside there. Yeah. Or you know, maybe there's one more stinky fart to be had from Taco Bell a week ago. Chilling. It's my Saturday. Trying to find motivation to go mow. Ugh. You won't be getting that from me. Okay, you know what? You know what? It's not gonna take that long. You don't need to sit on your butt any further. Rest is good. But you get up and you mow that grass. You cut that grass like it is your arm and it's 2007 and emo phase is going strong and you're yelling at your mom that it's not just a phase. Like that. Does that help? Was that good motivation? Also, yeah, hydrate. Hydrate. Please bring water out there. Or, you know, like, or at least stop every like 15 minutes or so and just like guzzle some water. My brain kept yelling out, say glizzies! And I'm like, no, though. No, no, no. Damn, my next resub is one day before your subathon. Oh, well. Ain't that funny? Even if it's the case, you are still beautiful. Well, I appreciate it. Day is going well, thanks. Sending you all the hugs, Sam. I appreciate that too. Hugs back. Yeah. It be like that, ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you having that attitude about it because I already beat myself up more than anyone else ever could, that's for sure. We're all our own worst enemies, right? Seize that grass by the balls and cut. Fuck yeah. See, bacon's a good motivational talker, speaker, pep guy, something like that. Cut it like Warped Tour is right around the corner. Oh, aren't they supposed to bring that back? I'm gonna pop off Queen things. Also, that's crazy. Well, you know. Thank you for the hydrate. I was genuinely dehydrated today. Like, about to get, like, really sick. And I had to, like, stop by the gas station on my way out of work and get this Gatorade because I was like, I need hydration. And apparently, electrolytes are the only way to hydrate. So, hype man is what I would say for someone like Bacon. I would agree. I think he would make a great hype man, like, on stage and shit, too. That'd be dope as shit. Alright. As much as it, like, makes me nervous to start talking about the things that have been on my mind and emotions and things like that, I'm gonna get into it. However, I want to say two things before getting into it. Like, for one, these are things that I am personally going through, and it is not meant in any way to, like, trigger anybody else, make anyone else offended, or in any way harm anyone, period. It is just me sharing my human experience, and that's it, right? These are just things that I've been dealing with that are bothering me, and I don't know, I guess I'm sharing it, so. And then I honestly kind of just forgot what the other thing is, because, yeah. Oh, if we could just, you know, think of this in like a empathetic, or have a empathetic listening ear when I talk about the things, that would be really cool. Because again, it's really hard to talk about. And also, if I don't show a lot of emotion when talking about it, it's because in order for me to talk about stuff that I get emotional pulls from, I have to like shut down my emotions or like disassociate from them. So oftentimes I won't react to them appropriately. Doesn't make them any less true though. So, anyways, I'm gonna start it off. I'm just gonna go down the list, but there's one that's like, there's a lot of spin-off like notes. I take my notes weird, so that one I'm gonna save for last because that's like the thick of it. So first, I guess I should start off by saying like Twitch has been kind of hard for me, or like being on the internet period has been kind of hard for me throughout my years, like before even being on here or TikTok or YouTube or whatever. And I've always been the type of person that's been really open about who I am and the things that I deal with in my human experience. And it's gone not so great majority of the time. I've had people who I thought were like really, really close friends of mine kind of like shit on me and, you know, have this attitude of, well, if you're so depressed, why aren't you doing something about it? You know, if you're so depressed, like, I don't know, like almost acting as if I can't really be depressed until I harm myself physically. And it's like, what? It was wild. And so I've kind of learned to like not share my emotions and stuff as much over the years. Um, and if I'm being so for real, and I feel like this is one of the things that I'm not allowed to say, but I do feel like a lot of that also is because of pretty privilege. I feel like pretty girls get slapped on this idea of like, well, you should always be smiling kind of thing, and you have nothing to be sad about. You're pretty. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's a societal thing that I feel is like this pressure. Um, I don't know if that's just in my head or if that's like a real thing or what. But yeah. However, the thing that I've loved about Twitch for so long is the fact that it's to me it's felt more community based. Where I ended up starting as a viewer was in someone's stream who had a very beautiful community, who was very welcoming and wholesome, and they truly like interacted with each other, not just a streamer kind of thing. And I don't know, it was nice. And I thought that that was what was cool about Twitch and what stood out from other social media platforms. So like, I'm really happy to be a part of like a Twitch community and I'm happy to be here, but I'm also like, you know, there's some things that are not so easy about it. There's a lot that you don't even think about or deal with at all until you're in like the spotlight part of it, like until you're like the actual streamer. And I feel like I've noticed a lot too, and I hate to keep bringing it up. I don't mean to make this about gender at the fuck all, but I think it is different being a female streamer versus a male streamer. There's a lot of things I'm not allowed to do, say, or I have to be conscious of at all times on how it will be perceived, even though in the real world, I would just be living my damn life and, you know, it's it's different. It's so different because everything's seen as like attention seeking and like all this other stuff. And it's like, dude, if I wanted to get up and dance and like shake my ass because that's the dance that I felt like dancing for the song playing, I'm seen differently than if a guy did. If a guy does that, it's funny. If a girl does it, it's attention seeking. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's such a weird space to be in for me because I see it on both ends of the spectrum because I see girls that do like use so much of their sexuality to get places. And honestly, I don't care, do you? I really don't care, do you? I don't like it being on Twitch only because there's like so many kids that use Twitch and you can try to do this like 18 plus and all this other stuff, but a lot of people don't and they still do that kind of thing. And it's like, and then not just that, but so many kids will say that they like, you know, they're 18 and they'll be in those chats regardless. And it's just, it's rough. But then on the other hand, I'm so much about women empowerment and stuff that I'm just like, get your bag, sis. Like, in any way that you can make it, survive out here, do your own and not have to depend on somebody else to like get somewhere in life, get your bag, sis. Like, that's just how I feel. But it's hard feeling both of those. I don't know. It's something that like I kind of wrestle with. So if I seem like I am on the fence with these kind of topics, that's because I am. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how to navigate these, like, which I don't know if the first one is like a societal norm that was like put on me that I believe, or like, I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't like spent too much time trying to figure that part out, but whatever. Anyways, I'm like getting sidetracked. Hi, Grandmaster Wrong. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm kind of talking about some issues that I've had mental health speaking. So yeah. I'm kind of just, I have like a big fucking list. But I hope you're doing well. And Twitch is a really good community. And I'm really glad that I found the community that I have. I've been able to talk about a lot of the stuff that I've gone through, and I've had a lot of people stick around and have my back throughout it. And that's the thing that I want you to remember as I'm going through all this stuff that's bothering me, because it's gonna sound shitty. It's gonna just sound shitty. But like, I just need to get it out. I just need to shit, I guess. So, yeah, bear with me. But please know, at the end of the day, this has brought me so much joy. Like, I cannot express to you how much you guys have helped me get through, like, the past year of my life, in so many ways. Like, if I sit here and list it, we'll be here for quite some time. But just know that there have been days that I have lived for this. Put it that way. So I really appreciate you. All that being said, get into the thick of it. So one of the biggest things about being on social media is parasocial relationships, right? And a parasocial relationship is just like, it's people you don't like physically know, or you know, you form a relationship over the internet basically, and how to maintain those relationships and just the ebb and flow of them and yada yada. So something that's bothered me a lot throughout my journey, again, I'm gonna try to hold your hand when I say this, but one of the parasocial relationships that has bothered me has been other streamers. And it's not everybody. But like this whole expectation shit that happens between streamer to streamer, it's so exhausting and I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it so much. It has been one of the top reasons that have made me almost quit streaming many times. Because people will come in and they'll like you never know people's intentions. That's the worst part. You never know people's intentions. There are people that raid because they're like, oh, this person looks cool, or I like this about this person's stream, or oh, they're playing this game and like I want to share my community with them. There are people like that. But there's also the downside of it. There's also the people that come in and like they only come in for a shout out. They only come in to like when you have high numbers, they pop in and be like, "Oh, I'm lurking." You only lurk because you saw high numbers. Like it's like I see the way that people act. I see it all. And I am almost to the point that like I don't want to go hang out in anybody's streams anymore and say anything, because I don't want to create like this weird give and take type relationship. It's so exhausting and I hate every second of it. Like, it makes me question if these people are even my real friends, or if they just like are trying to, like, if are we just trying to use each other to grow? Like, I don't care that much to like yeah, it'd be nice. It would be so great to grow and become like financially stable from Twitch alone. Like, that would be amazing. That's the dream. But I don't want to use people along the way. I don't want to do that. I don't want to join like these these grow groups or whatever, follow for follow stuff, because like I just don't see a point. What is it gonna like, then what? You're just gonna like, I'm gonna keep having expectations to come and raid you all the time, and when I don't raid you or I raid somebody else one time, you're gonna get offended, or if I give someone else a shout out in my stream but not you, are you gonna get offended? And then also like even if there are like all these streamers in my chat and I'm giving like, let's say hypothetically, I give everybody a shout out, right? Then my chat is just literally just shout outs. And it's like, we're not even talking at that point. It's just, it feels like it's just like a giant promo for promo type thing. And like, it just seems so ingenuine and I don't like it. I just don't like it. And I don't know, it's frustrating. I'm not saying everybody does it again, but it's something that's bothered me for a long time because I don't know what people's intentions are. People will seem like they're there to be your friend, and then all of a sudden they just like switch up. And then like, I don't know, like I've had people like kind of react to me being in their stream as if I'm just there to like hang out with their community and try to steal them. And I'm like, I don't care that much. I don't care that much. If people don't come in to visit me authentically and come hang out with me authentically, then I don't want it in the first place. I don't like inauthentic friendships, period. Period. Also, hi Azriel. How are you? Hi Inliv. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I got into a car crash and got a concussion on Tuesday. Oh no. Are you okay? Is the concussion gone? But yeah. Damn, like sorry. I'm still like registering that. I hope you're okay. No serious like injuries or anything? I mean, I don't shout anyone out because it can be filler. That's what I'm saying. Like it just like there's times that I'll give shout outs, but it's very rare. And it's not because I don't want to help support people. Like I'm always trying to support people. There was like the past like 2 months, I'm always in like somebody's stream. Like I leave my computer running all day long, all night long. So I have two people's streams up, so I'm always like lurking in somebody's stream. And then like and then when I did pop in and say like lurk or whatever to like say like, hey, you know, like I can't come hang out and talk, but I can at least like give a lurk and like I want you to know that I'm still supporting you kind of thing. I can't be here to talk. And then I met with like this like, gee, thanks. And it's like, I'm literally giving it my best, dude. I work 45 hours a week. And if you add on like the drive time on top of it, that's an extra, like that's 52 hours, 53, 54 hours a week, I think. Be 45 plus 1.5 times 5. So whatever that is. But yeah, I don't know. It's exhausting, and then I have to like do housework on top, so I don't have time to be a part of everybody's community and actually be a part of the community. There are like moments in the month where I've gotten everything squared away at home and I can kind of like sit there and veg out, but then everything piles up again and I have to like hyper focus or I get into a depressed space and I just don't want to talk to people. And so I'll just lurk. I don't know. And then if you saw me post about it on TikTok, in the Discord or something, I actually made a TikTok talking about how I don't think frustrated is the right word. I was just like trying to figure out how to make the community more of a community and not. Good job, you can talk. To make it more of a community and not so much of a just like viewer to streamer conversations, you know what I mean? Like obviously I believe that I should be the one that's drawing in, you know, the people or whatever. Like that's what makes people want to like, you know, come in. But then I feel personally like it's the communities that make me want to stay in other people's streams. And I don't know, there's times that I feel like it's like truly a community. Like I feel like in Discord we get more of that feeling, and I'd love to bring that more to stream, and I'm sure a lot of it is not being able to play community games on here. But ever since the like doxing situation, I just don't really feel comfortable playing community games it always warrants people that do dumb shit. So I'd rather save those for Discord moments. So if you see me sitting in the general voice chat, feel free to come in and like hang out. I do get a little overwhelmed when it comes to a lot of noise all at the same time. So when like a lot of people are talking or there's different conversations going and like there's just a lot going on, I get overstimulated easily, and so I tend to like I have to take my headphones off and like sit it to the side for a little while and like have silence. Like I don't know. It's the neurodivergent in me. But yeah. I'm gonna read chat a little bit and then I'll get in. So that was like bullet point number 1. And I have 3 more, and one of them's really, really thick. So yay. We got through one. I think we should take a hit in between each one. Truer words have never been spoken. About which part exactly? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I want to get the thoughts out and let it flow and then go back and rechat. So a little bit of context would be really helpful if you're replying to something that I said. But I think over time the real ones will stay though, and that's why I tend to have these kind of conversations. Like I do try to, even though they might be scary for me, I do try to have them regardless of how scary it is, because I know that like the people that get it are the people that I want here. The people that don't get it are the people that I don't want here. If you don't like conversations like this, or I mean, you can obviously always like leave when these conversations are happening if you only like the gameplay, or like if you're on YouTube you can, you know, speed up to that part. But I don't know, for longevity, for like me feeling like I have friends, I think this is a better way to go about it. Sorry. No, it takes 6 to 8 weeks for concussion to go away. God damn. Is your car okay? Like, oof. I hate being put in this position because I wish I could do something to help you. Virtual hugs! I'm so sorry. Are you emotionally okay? Like, I know the first time I got into a car accident, I was really scared, but I was just more like a fender bender. It wasn't like anything crazy. I definitely wasn't concussed or anything. Also, hi, Pure! Welcome in! Sorry, I'm like really behind on everything because I'm kind of yapping about my mental health, which is like a big old thick boy. Only I know what I've seen them in a while and been in their streams, etc. Yeah, yeah. Well, that, like, I don't know. I just kind of give it out randomly. I don't know, that's just me. Like, if I know someone streams and I'm like, oh yeah, let me just give them a shout out real quick, I'll be like, hey, can someone give them a shout out? Hey, lovely people, I'm glad to catch a stream. Can't listen to audio as of now, for I'm dealing with something, but will join you fully shortly. Thank you. Appreciate you. Probably has no idea. You know what? Let me just... let me do this. There. Since he can't hear me. It can definitely set up an unhealthy expectation if unchecked. Yeah, and I don't know how to like... I'm also scared to talk to some streamers about like are we cool? Like having those kind of conversations, just because I feel like there's some people that will like kind of like throw you to the wayside and want you like show that you care, and then go into like their own chat and be like, she's trying to cause problems because like she noticed that I was acting funny, basically. You know what I mean? So I don't know if anyone's, so I just like say to myself, like I'm at the point that I just want to say to myself, like today, in all honesty, I turned off raids. I did not want to be raided today. And I might keep it that way for a while because I just kind of want to be in my own lane for a little bit, because the parasocial relationships and the expectations is like
probably like one of my number one reasons for like wanting to quit this. And it's really heartbreaking because this is my pride and joy right now. This is my baby. I built this from the ground up and I'm very proud. You know? I think what it is the expectation and entitlement from some and a bit of lack of self-awareness. Yeah. I for myself tell myself everyone's doing their best and no one owes me anything and I owe no one nothing and do my best. And that's exactly how I feel. And not just that, but like if you can spend any time here, like that's so sweet. Just leaving me a lurk is so sweet to me because you know what? At the end of the day, lurkers genuinely are the backbone of Twitch. Like seriously, if you like lurk in somebody's stream and they like, you know, raid somebody else and then they raid somebody else and then they raid, well now everybody's piled up and there's a bunch of people and they might not be talking, they might be sleeping, but you know what? Now you've hit partner because you had a bunch of lurkers, you know? So I never shit on how anyone can spend time here or in Discord. I've had people like come and go, unfollow here, refollow, leave Discord, come back to Discord, and like it might I have abandonment issues, so there's like a ping of like oof, but then like right after that it's like, you know what, at the end of the day maybe this space wasn't healthy for them. And that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it would be nice if people could like talk about like what's going on or whatever, but like at the end of the day I'm not entitled to that information either. You know what I mean? If people don't want to talk about it, then they don't have to. And I've learned that the healthiest mindset that you can adapt is learning to accept and not try to change anybody. Don't try to force anybody to make them feel for you the way you want them to feel for you, or you know, anything of that nature. So I don't know. I work 8.5 hours daily overnight and standing up all shift without break because no one else wants to come do it. They moved my work podium to a smoking area and now they want me to work an extra day when I'm asthmatic. Ooh. I don't remember if you live in the States or if you are from another region, but if you're in the States, maybe talk to the EEOC. I've recently learned what they do and they can really help you out. Hi, Elv. Hello. How was your mini vacation? Actually, it's a pretty long vacation, come to think of it. I hope you're doing well. I saw you were alive earlier. I was in there for a minute. But like I said, I've just kind of been lurking in everybody's shit and not really saying much. That is what I kind of do with the no bullying message by trying to make Twitch more of a community. Well, I feel like the community thing that I'm talking about is like I like seeing when people like talk to each other as well as the streamer. I guess that's kind of what I'm going for. But like obviously I can't like I can't just be like, now Keith, you know? Like but like I don't know. I try to like have this more community type thing where I bring up like a broad conversation where people could make connections and be like, hey, I like this thing and I like this thing, or I hate this thing and I hate this thing and we should be friends. And like it works to a degree, but I've seen it be like way more community feeling. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at it from a different perspective because I'm obviously a part of the community, but I'm like the head honcho of it, if you will, just because I'm the streamer. But like I wouldn't know how it would feel, I guess, from a viewer standpoint. So like I don't know. Maybe I'm in my head about that, but I agree. A strong community is held up by the people in the chat and not only the streamer alone. Yeah. And I guess I just get afraid that it gets that way sometimes. But that's also mostly with like newer people. And I guess I think that's probably like the thick of it is not knowing how to integrate newer people in, because like I have social anxiety, so when new people come in, I'm like, what are your intentions? Like what do you want from me? What kind of relationship are we gonna have? Like that's my immediate like I'm so defense mode. And so it's like if longtime viewers aren't welcoming to new people um to help me with that, I guess, then maybe that's where I feel like I don't have that community aspect, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I'm giving that the right words. I was referring to the streamer to streamer topic. Okay, yeah. Yeah. It's what did you say again? Let me make sure. Uh, oh, the truer words. Okay, gotcha. So I was like, I kept seeing like the color. I see the color first. I kept seeing Hatto, and I was like, no, that's not who I'm looking for. Um, Hi, Captain Drunk Sparrow. Hi, Karma Jockey. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. We're doing like a little mental health check-in, and I'm kind of just talking about how I feel about being in a streaming space or a internet space, I guess, and the struggles that I have with it. So, with that being said, I'm gonna move on to the next one. This is a hard one to talk about because a lot of people are gonna be like, but I've done that, and I don't want you to feel that way because it's not like that. I just want you to know how I feel and why I might react to this thing the way that I do. So please bear with me. Compliments. So without getting too like deep into like trauma, like real trauma, I've been like hypersexualized my whole life by friends, by family members, by adults, by like people younger than me. It's everywhere. And men, women, lesbians be a real fucking aggressive sometimes. So when I get compliments, I've gotten to a point with my flesh, like my looks, that I don't really associate with it. Like I just see myself as an avatar. So when people give me compliments about how I look, I just say thank you, but like it's like fucking if I'm being so for real, it means like almost nothing to me. Like I don't know. It's nice, it's sweet, I appreciate it, but like I didn't create this. Like I might have like put makeup on my face and be proud of that. Like I like, I'm not saying don't compliment me, I guess. It's hard to like I don't even know how to navigate this conversation because I feel like a lot of times people hear that and then they're like, black and white, okay, we'll never compliment you again. And it's like it's not that. It's the fact of like I just don't always accept it well because I don't associate with my face or my body or anything physical. Like I see myself as like a floating spirit thing. I don't know. Like I'm seeing myself like it's all first person shooter right now. You know what I'm saying? Unless I look at myself, then I see myself. So I don't really associate with how I look. Like I don't really wear my skin. Like I don't know how to explain it. Eh. Anyway, so a lot of times, like what I can work on, right, is my personality and stuff like that. So those type of compliments tend to go a hell of a lot further. And my whole life, I feel like I've been fighting. All I want is to be seen and like accepted for who I am, not what the fuck I look like. And so many times in my life, I met with people that like literally just want to like date me because, oh, you're hot or you're pretty or you're cute or whatever the fuck it is. And I'm like, cool. Glad you hated me the whole time. And I was just like something attractive to put your peen in. You know what I mean? Like it's like really it's it's on such a deep level that like I don't know. If I could operate to just be like a fucking Ken doll down there and have nothing, I think I would genuinely contemplate that because I just get like I just want to be valued for who I am so bad. So it's like it makes me question my worth sometimes, like to other people. And I feel so unseen and I don't know. It's hard to explain. And I feel like it doesn't come off right when I complain about it. And it goes back to like the pretty privilege thing, and you're not allowed to complain if you have pretty privilege. And so it's like, well, I'm gonna complain anyways, so deal with it, I guess. Yo, Jerry, welcome in. How are you? Sorry, I'm on a tangent about social media and my struggles with it. I have bullet points and everything, like a real office bitch. So that's fun. But it's gotten so heavy to the point that like I've thought about being a VTuber. I've thought about only doing YouTube streams. So I can't be like perceived in real time or people like there was some person that came in not that long ago. I don't even think they spoke any English. They spoke just enough English to say something about my body. And then like I don't know if there was any mods really paying attention or what, and I can't seem to fucking switch over anything to mod view on my PC. Like it is impossible. And so like I couldn't just like ban them to get them out of here because they made me uncomfortable. And it's just like I don't know, like I get real tired of being sexualized. Like I get like real tired to the point that like I I'll like lay down to sleep and just like cry for hours. Like it's that bad. Um so like to put things into perspective and um I don't hate the person that this happened in their chat. I mean no disrespect. I'm not even gonna explain who it was or nothing of that nature, but I raided someone not that long ago and I was hanging out in their chat for a while and they gave me like a virtual hug instead of this other thing that they do. And someone in their chat was like, "Oh, I see why you gave her a hug and not like other people." And that streamer was like, "Why?" And the guy was like, "'Cause she's a hot girl." And like I'm still in their chatting. And then the streamer was like, "Well, I mean, yeah, she's hot if that's what he like." And then the guy's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't think you would actually say it." And it was just like, I'm still here. Like it's like there's such this disconnect of like women on the internet being a fucking human being that we have to talk to like women like they're not even in the fucking room. And it's like it's really bugging me. Um Yeah, I literally got off stream and cried. Like literally, I was just like, dude, like, and it's like meant to be a compliment, 'cause like you said nice things about me, but like you literally treated me like I was just like like I don't like no tea, no hate, no shade, some stripper just in the room or like some prostitute in the room waiting for you to purchase. Like that's how it made me feel. Like I was just like it was just like you're only going to give me attention because I look some type of way. And then you're the type of person that's probably going to be on Twitch like female streamers only grow because they're pretty. You're the one doing that. You're the one doing that shit. It's so ugh. I just want to like Homer Simpson strangle. You know what I mean? Like it's just it kills me. It just kills me. It's so hard to be in spaces like, and I no tea, no shade to that streamer. However, if for some reason you are listening, shut that shit down. Shut that shit down when it happens. Please. Otherwise, like, you're probably not gonna get like many females to hang out, 'cause that shit made me like I haven't been in that person's stream since, but It's not because I don't like want to support them, I just needed to take a break kind of thing. Anyways, I need a cheers. That low-key re-triggered me a little bit. Hi, Unholy, welcome in. Sorry. Or welcome back, I should say. That's why I put no weird vibes after I compliment someone, and that's
Side
totally
Quest
fine.
just resubscribed for 13 months.
Aw, Side, thank you so much. I appreciate it. How are you? Welcome in. We're having a pretty deeper discussion today. I'm talking about the issues that I have been facing while being on the interwebs, and it's just kind of like some stuff that I've been dealing with and my struggles with it. So, welcome into the thick of it. I was just talking about like basically being sexualized and how compliments even sometimes will like make me feel weird and like stuff like that. Was that today, for context, what the person said in your chat? No, that wasn't today. That was, I don't know, like a week or two ago maybe at this point. Well, I for one enjoy the lilt of your voice. What does lilt mean? I've never seen that word before, actually. Well, I appreciate it. I've been told that people could like fall asleep to my streams, which I actually take as a compliment now, so that's fine. But thank you again, SideQuest, for the resubscription, and also GG on changing your name back. I see that. Instant vibe killer, yeah. That's something that I hate seeing happen. Like those kind of guys just need to shut the fuck up. Of course, I'm talking about the community member, not the streamer themselves. Yeah, I just like I'm sure like the streamer was just trying his best to like humor everybody in chat. Like I've never had bad vibes from them before. And even if, you know, what he said was true and all that, like I'm not really bothered by simps. Like simps will be simps. It's when there's like no respect with it that I get bothered. Or like they treat you like you're just something for them to like gawk over, or you know, something like that. Like I don't really like that part. But like but like I understand that people are still gonna think that I'm pretty, or like, you know, want to tell me that they think that I'm pretty, or oh, you look really pretty today specifically, or I really like that outfit on you. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, you know, like, but like, I am such a strong empath that I truly feel like I can feel like intentions most of the time. So like, there are people that come in only when I'm like dolled up, only come in and hang out when I look a certain way, you know, to a certain standard. And it's like it gets to a point where like I almost don't even want to like say hi. Like, okay, hi, I know that you're only here because I look like this today. Why don't you try coming in on a day where I don't have any makeup? Will you still love me when I don't have makeup on? No? Okay, then I don't really want your love when I have a full face. Also, I'm gonna do a fit check before this ad break. Which, there's going to be an ad break in like a minute, in which case we're just going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, my ankle popped. I don't know if you could hear that. That was pretty bad. Anyway, I've got a sleepwear shit on. I don't know really what to call it. It's not a onesie. Set? There we go. I have a sleep set that I may or may not have gotten for Christmas, but it's really fucking comfy, okay? Like, it's like I could, my back popped a little bit when that happened, that was kind of sad, but I could like, you know what I mean? Like, just saying. Anyway, that actually hurt. I need to stretch more. I pulled weeds yesterday when I got home from work. I was like aggressively pulling weeds, and they are bad. Them bitches is rooted. And so I'm like, nah! And right here hurts so bad. So bad because your girl didn't stretch and I'm getting old. So that's fun. That's fun. Speaking of stretching. If you haven't stretched yet today, just do it. I promise. You'll feel better. I need to start doing like yoga or something. I keep meaning to buy like a yoga mat so that I can like do the things. Stretch. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give me a second. You know what? I'm gonna put these down because I just need to like not worry about if they're gonna fall off. Ugh. That's so bad. I've been stretching like all day too. That's the sad thing. You know what I mean? Woo. Ugh. It's pulling like right where I was talking about too. Ugh. And then my neck. It's bad. It's bad out here, guys. Anyway, thank you for the stretches. Yo, Johnny Darko! Welcome in! How are you? I hope you're doing well. What silly shenanigans are you getting into today? Fuck. Lilt is a spirited cadence, like a singy-songy. A sing-songy. Oh! Hey, I fucks with that. I appreciate that. That's a cute compliment. Always love you. Love you too, Raptor. Welcome in, by the way. And thank you for the fit check, too. Dance? Nah. Nah, you don't want to see me dance. You don't want to see me dance. It's not good. Plus the whole room, fucking camera would like fall over and shit. Comfy fit equals best fit. It's just, you know, if I'm gonna be talking about my emotions and I'm gonna be emotionally uncomfortable, then I can at least be physically comfortable. So I also chose like the most bare minimum makeup that I could handle.
Unholyx Headshot gifted Wheezy_AF a subscription. Unholyx Headshot gifted a tier 1 sub to Wheezy_AF. They have given 197 gift subs in the channel.
Damn. I've almost gifted 200 fucking subs. That's insane. Wheezy! Enjoy your gifted sub. Unholy, thank you so much for the gifted. I appreciate it. Also, welcome in, Wheezy. How are you? I'm kind of talking about my struggles in being a content creator. And we're about like at the halfway point, so good stuff, good stuff. Felt like a halftime stretch and ad break, and I think we need a cheers too really quick. If you're smoking, smoke up, Johnny! I didn't mean you specifically, Johnny Darko, but I mean if you got it. Gotta process it. Oh man. Anyway, I'm good. I'm good. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Cough to get off, right? Okay, sorry. I shouldn't have made that. I am a bro. Thank you. Anyway. Anyway. As a cat flies off the cat bed. Is she chasing like a fly or something, probably? It's the Karate Kid. Oh shit, that was a legit kick. Yeah. I really wanted to get into karate when I was a kid. But my parents said, no, we don't have enough money for that. And then they, you know, would buy a bunch of weed. There's a reason I'm like this. It's not my fault. It was my upbringing. It needs to get like 100-year-old design weed puller with a handle and stuff. I'll take it. Anything that helps my legs. They were, it's the thing is it's not even like in the ground. It's well, I mean it is, but like I have like this like it's got like tarp and then pebbles over it, so like I was pulling it out of that, but it's bad. And then I need to do my driveway too. I let it go, and now it's gonna be quite some work. So I might be taking a day off here again soon. I don't know. I need to catch up on some stuff, either during my vacation or right before my vacation. So if I go missing for a couple of days, it's nothing personal. I just need to catch up on life. Or I'm having mental health, is one of the two. You been alright? Good to see you. I have not. I've had a really bad week, mental health wise, which is why I've been talking about like parasocial relationships and like not parasocial. Well, that was part of it, but it's just like being a content creator in general and like the issues that I have. So love you, Lurking. You're an awesome person. Thank you, Stenmark. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the lurk. Also, sorry for not being able to join Peak yesterday. Don't worry about it. I was trying to message you back, but I'm like not good at multitasking. I don't know, but don't worry about it at all. I never feel any type of way. Like I said earlier, people come whenever they're like able to, and I just appreciate people for whatever they can give, genuinely, genuinely. And I'm never gonna like shit on you if you need to take a step away and take care of your own stuff and then come back when you're able to. Like, I want you to put yourself first, always. There's no love like self-love. It is the most freeing feeling, and I hope each and every one of you get to a point, if you're not already there, that you get there. From the bottom of my heart, please. Because people would spam hydrate, but I will hydrate, and I need to get another water bottle. I do have Gatorade here, but eh. Hi, American Monster. Welcome in. How are you? Breathe, Sammy. I'm trying, but I'm also trying to catch up. So we are witnessing the beginning of Samibo, the crawfish VTuber. I don't know about that. I don't know what my... I'd probably see if an artist could draw me as like a SpongeBob character or something. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. Or I would just like have something that looked like me, but like a little like cartoon version. Or I would make something completely different and maybe like what I want to look like. Like if I could make my avatar look like anything, you know? I don't know. Content creator struggle? Alrighty, yeah. You know, the good stuff, the stuff you're not supposed to talk about. The stuff I always talk about. And another reason why I probably stunt my own growth. I'm gonna have to change your name to Wheezy if you keep this up. Muscle Man voice. Oh no, bro. Did I do good? Getting them out of the gravel is tough. Yeah, yeah. Parasocial, correct.
The Elvity just gifted 5 subs.
Elf! Elf! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. 6-hour stream was a bit exhausting to get back into it, so I will be going to bed, but I will leave you with this. Stay awesome, you bean. I appreciate you, Elf. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you for being you. And please, please, please do go get some rest. 6 hours is insane for your first time back. I appreciate it. I love you very much. Get rest, or I fight you. Stop loving you. Tarp is in landscaping stuff. Yeah. My backyard had that. Incredibly annoying for my family and I to deal with over the years. That stupid landscaping stuff would just get in the way like nothing else. Yeah, I feel like there's gotta be Like you could tell it was like a quick fix to like vamp up the yard and everything to help sell the house, which like I'm okay with. Like it was really cute and it's a cute fire pit area, but like I don't know. I just feel like there's probably a better way of doing it. Like, do you even really need the tarp? Can't you just like lay the rocks down? Like, why do we have the tarp? Because then it feels like the tarp's not covering everything the way it should. So then the water's getting underneath in certain areas, and that's what's causing the weeds. I'm going into work. I'll be in and out, but I'll be listening. Thank you, Jay Her. I appreciate you, and enjoy your day at work as much as you can anyway. I'm gonna like be right back. I'm gonna go get another bottle of water and then we'll keep going with the conversation here in a second. Oh, my freaking. Is that your hamstring? Is that what that is? Like that like muscle in like the back of like right underneath your butt? Like inner thigh area? I don't know. Like inner outer thigh? I don't really know. The inner back thigh? Don't really know. Ugh. I need to open this really quick. Got cotton mouth like a bitch. My VTuber would definitely be bacon related if I was a VTuber. I mean, yeah. Isn't like your thing like a piece of bacon with like human arms? I feel like that would be perfect. I say crawfish because the red get up today. I kind of thought so. Like I could see it. I could definitely see it. Amazingly done. Yes. Thank you, Elv. I do appreciate it. It's probably gone by now, but still. Jedi! Hello, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you again for hanging out last night. I had a lot of fun with you and Royal and Unholy. I'm glad you talk about this stuff, especially since it's important to you. Well, mental health is like one of the biggest struggles that I've had in my whole life, and if talking about it openly helps someone else find the courage to talk about it openly and get the help that they need from either a friend, a family, this community, a therapist, obviously preferably a therapist, but I understand financial stuff, then like that's if I can help in any way, that's why I share it. I don't well, and to help get it off my chest if I'm being real. This is kind of my therapy, if I'm being honest, so yeah.
Unholix Headshot gifted Jedi_Rising a subscription. Unholix Headshot gifted a tier 1 sub to Jedi_Rising. They have given 198 gift subs in the channel.
Unholy! Thank you. I appreciate that. Another gifted sub. Jedi, enjoy the ad-free viewing and the emotes. Yeah. Also, hi job application / Preston. How are you? What do you want me to call you? I feel like... Oh wait, I think we decided app. I can call you app. Casper? You're doing a whole lot. You should just rest on that blanket down there and relax. Also, thank you for the follows. They're anonymous, so you can feel free to lurk or you can chat. It's completely up to you. My profile picture is a bacon guy. A person that creates emotes and stuff created it for me last year. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you inspired someone. That's sweet. I finally got off the boat a couple months ago. Yeah, you came in and said something about being off the boat. I feel like that was like maybe 3 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong. But either way, I'm glad that you're back. You don't have like a next deployment anytime soon, do you? If it worked a bit smoother, I would be tempted to use the avatar all the time. Sometimes I don't want to be perceived. Yep, that's exactly it. Like, there's times that I just want to, like, today I low-key just wanted to, like, I kind of wanted to go live without having my face on at all. But then I was like, at the same time, I knew people would come in and be like, why no face cam? And it would be like repeated over and over and over again. And I would like probably just like start crying and then just turn my face cam on and be like, I don't know. Or I'd end stream. So I was like, let me just put a little effort in and do the thing. Water's good. First time coming into voice chat with you guys? Fuck, but 200. You don't have to. You don't have to. I definitely plan on popping in voice chat sometime and hanging out. It is definitely, I was actually kind of thinking about doing like a shorter stream today and then doing that because as much as I freaking hate Peak, I really, like, I keep wanting to play it. Like, I just want to play it with, like, I don't know, different people each time and just try different things and I don't know. But I've been seeing TikToks about it now, so I'm finding out fun, silly little things you can do. So I might become a menace. My Kenya trip is coming up soon, taking preventive meds. They got me not eating for an hour before or after. Oof. It's still cool you're going to Kenya though. When is that again? Is that at the end of next month or beginning? I have to re-download Peak? I mean, it's up to you. No one's telling you what you can and can't do. Look, I get mental health and I will always promote getting help if needed. I was so lost, but talking with a therapist really made a difference. Don't be afraid to ask for help. My DMs are always open. I feel like people say that all the time, but like, this is where I talk. I like to invite everybody into the conversation because you never know. Like, there's a lot of different perspectives you can get. And again, like maybe I'm helping someone else work through something, or maybe someone will be going through the same issues as me someday and they'll find this VOD on YouTube or something and maybe they'll be like, oh, you know what? Boom, I got this. Like, she helped me get through this, or she was going through this and she did this and it worked for her, so let me try this, you know? Something like that. I meant that for everyone. I appreciate it. But yeah. We all know you already are a menace, just not on Peak yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We'll see. August 5th to September 7th? Okay, so like a whole month. That's really cool. Are you doing like missionary work at all? No, I think I asked you that actually, and you're just visiting a friend. What are your guys' plans? What are you gonna do? Just have him show you around? I don't know what I would do with like a month somewhere. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna get into it again. So another thing that's beating me up is, believe it or not, myself. Huh. Wow, imagine that. I'm the problem. So I put a lot of pressure on myself, and it's not just in this space, but in every space that I've ever been in, literally ever, to do better and to be better and always improve and yada yada. And sometimes I get myself lost in it. Like really lost in it. And I'll beat myself up if like things don't look as good as they did the month before, or you know, if I'm not feeling like I'm doing the best in my job or in my love life or in my friendships and relationships, like I beat myself up. And I don't think that that's not normal or anything. I think we all kind of do that. But yeah, so a lot of it is pressure from self in that. I also kind of got triggered when my mom passed away. I've talked about how I think it's even in my, where I talk about my subathon coming up. But, you know, one of the main reasons why I started streaming was because my mom passed away, and I watched this woman my whole life be miserable and angry. Like she would come home and angry and so stressed out every single day from working retail. and then she retired and only had 2 years of like pure bliss. Like this woman changed from being like angry and bitter at the world to like the most peaceful, wholesome. Like don't get me wrong, she was still loving and you know, had that nurturing vibe and all that stuff when she was stressed, but like it was a night and day difference when she was retired and had all that weight lifted off of her. And from watching that and knowing that I am in retail and likely trapped in retail, I don't want that to be me. I'm worried that I'm also going to get pancreatic cancer. Like this is such a fear inside of me. And I have it in my head that I am going to pass away around the age of like 66, 67, somewhere in the same time that she did. And because of that, I've felt like, you know, Twitch is kind of part of my way out. It's something that I feel like I could make like eventually someday, as long as I keep at it, stay consistent, yada yada. It will grow to the point that like just on regular subs, I could potentially like retire early and actually go like travel the world and live my damn life. You know what I mean? And in having this fear and this drive, I again sometimes get lost in it to a point that like I put so much pressure on like again improving with all these different aspects so I can grow to that point so that I can live my life. And I know that that's not the right way of thinking. I I know the right way of thinking is to instead live your life regardless, right? To live in the now, because you never know. Like I could pass away, you know, 2 weeks from now and be mad that I didn't take the extra funds that I had and went on a trip somewhere, or I spent this last year in kind of like misery and like trying to like regroup and find my footing and yada yada. But you never know. So, I know I should probably live in the now, but it still doesn't make that feeling go away. I've also been putting pressure on myself because I've been trying to heal from my relationship trauma, my recent relationship trauma. And, you know, there's a lot of stack damage that happened there. And it's taking a long time. It was also the longest relationship that I've been in. And I guess I've been beating myself up for not being further in my healing process with that. So, I don't know. I know that it takes time and it's not linear and blah, 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 all that stuff like you read. Like, I know. But it doesn't make that feeling go away at the end of the day. So, and then I also, this is a big one. This is a really, really big one on the self-doubt bullet points. But I have a lot of self-doubt of if I'm even worth being here as a streamer, as a worker at my job, as a manager, as a human being. I mean, if I'm being honest, you know, I question if I'm even bringing value to the table. If I'm I literally wrote down, am I even good enough to be here, or am I just taking up space? And that last part is like the part that like triggers like a little bit inside of me, because like I often like, oh my God, working retail, dude, working retail. Huh. Okay. This isn't a spin-off from this, but I have to spin off really quick because taking up space and making myself small is such a thing. Again, I don't mean to make this like a gender thing. I really, really don't. But I feel like, again, in at least American society, women are supposed to make themselves feel like they make themselves smaller or less intelligent or just less in general, less attractive, less, you know, whatever, so that they can get wifed up and like all this shit. And I refuse to do that. I've been told so many times like by dudes like, "Oh, I had a crush on you, but you're so intimidating." And I'm like, "Oh, I know." And I put on like I'm glad that I am, because I don't want people to think that like I'm gonna like just, you know, like I'm not gonna fold. You're not gonna let me be, like, I'm not gonna be insecure. I'm gonna make myself smaller for you. I hope I am hard to digest, choke on me, kind of thing. But anyway, so, I need to change my camera battery. However, also, being in retail, you know, it's like a class thing, I feel like people see you as like you're just a retail worker. And these people, like, especially in the more richer areas of where my job is placed, which is kind of in an area, Calcifer, please stop doing this. But anyways, so like in areas like that, people will like, instead of asking you where something is, they will talk to someone that they're with and they'll be like, I wonder where the rotisserie chickens are. And like they'll say it really loud as if you're supposed to just like be like, oh, they're right over there, you know, but like, yeah, I heard you. But eavesdropping's also rude, and I also don't need you getting mad at me for eavesdropping on you. And also, you could just ask. You know what I'm saying? We had a customer complaint, and it was a lady talking about how she was looking at, so we have like these, like, you know, like when you're shopping, like the frozen section, there's like these glass doors or whatever. And she's like, I was standing in front of the glass door looking at what my options were, and this I think it was like a vendor or something, came over and opens the door and starts stalking. And I looked at him and said, can I shop? And he didn't even say sorry or anything. And I'm like, I read that and I'm like, you were the one that was being rude. You were probably standing there for like 5-10 minutes just making a whole life decision on some taquitos. And like, he's trying to just do something really quick and then get out of your way. You know, like, you're really treated like you're supposed to make yourself, they won't even get out of the way. They won't, like, I've had people, like, see me walking by and, like, they don't even stiff shoulder, they just, like, it's like they don't even acknowledge your presence, and I'm like, am I a ghost? I don't know. I need a cigarette and I don't even smoke. I mean, I feel that. I feel that. How are you, Tintin? Welcome in. That's me at work. In fact, honestly, oh, my thighs. Got my vape. It was like, a cigarette sounds great, even though it's not actually a cigarette. But yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of spaces where I already feel like I need to make myself small, and that kind of ties back into like the parasocial relationship thing. There's also been times where I've been treated like ever since I got to 1,000 followers or whatever, that I had this front like I was better than other people, and I have never thought that in my life. In fact, the more I've grown, the more I'm like, everybody's really just out here like being people, you know, like when I think about meeting like when you think about meeting a celebrity, you're like, oh my god, ah, oh my god, ah, like that whole shit. But like honestly, that's just a person. It's just a person. You know what I mean? Like they're just a human being like everybody else. And they probably have an overinflated ego. So why am I gonna sit there and be like, eh? And even if they, hopefully they don't have an overinflated ego. You know, let's hope and pray that like always stay humble. I think personally, but I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, taking up space rant over. We're on to the last bullet point, which is the thickest of the thick. And I know this is the one that every single content creator and human being will be able to relate to. My roommate still lives there? Oh, it's your roommate. I thought it was like okay. That's crazy. Roommate's family. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, I misread that. That's so cool though. How much is a flight for that kind of thing? I feel that cancer runs in my family too. I'm praying I don't end up getting it. It's like it's gonna be me or my sister. Well, it's probably gonna be me and my sister. Cancer runs completely down my mom's side of the family, like all the way through. And my dad's side has like heart issues, so I got great chances. This is another reason why I don't want to have a kid of my own. I'd rather adopt because I don't feel like I have good genes to pass on, even down to the depression. I hope you achieve your goals. You're a good kid. Well, I appreciate that. I try to be a good noodle. I try as best as I can. At least I'm self-aware. Same, scares me sometimes. Yeah. Same, especially considering that I lost one of my aunts to cancer as a matter of months ago. It's scary. But I try not to dwell on that for the sake of my own mental health. Yeah. I was mourning so much at one point, and then I found out that my aunt passed from cancer, and I never like I keep realizing it. Like I couldn't process anything else. I couldn't take on any more information, any more sad stuff. I just could not do it. And I feel bad. I need to reach out to my cousin and kind of explain what was going on. So that was one of my favorite cousins. There's no timetable for grief. I'm still processing so much stuff too. Yeah, but I'm also like I'm frustrated because I feel like I was finally like 3 years ago maybe I finally got over like the trauma from like my childhood and upbringing and like blah blah blah, like getting out from under my parents and yada yada. And then I had like 2 years of like freedom, like what felt like emotional freedom. And then all this other new trauma, and I was like, dude, ugh, for real? And I'm sure that that's just life, but like it feels just like working, 5 days a week and getting 2 days off. I suffer for 5 years, you get 2 years of bliss or something. Like I don't know. That's how it felt. But yeah. That's exactly why I try to enjoy every moment of my life, going on vacations and doing whatever I want. It's not that easy for some of us, is the only thing. Also, hi Kenshin. I don't know if I said hi to you yet. Working retail, it sucks ass. It really does, and I definitely get frustrated and overstimulated. I pretty much went to my boss today and I was like, "Hey, remember when I went to the market director that ended up leaving right after I asked him for a raise? Yeah, maybe not a raise, and maybe instead we could just like bring me down to 40 hours a week and compensate me the difference." But I would want to sit down and actually look at the logistics of it because I think in the long run that's going to screw me over on pay going down the line unless they go to the 32-hour work week. But there's no, it doesn't look promising from what I've read anyway. You are so very worthy of being here. Take that space proudly. I try. I think my confidence is also kind of shot ever since the breakup, really. I don't know, to kind of like find out that I truly was a rebound for 5 years of my life and was, this is my brain being mean and I recognize it, too stupid to realize it. I think that's what's frustrating the most, and it's made me second guess my own judgment more than anything, and that's what I guess has killed the confidence. Not even that, like, not even the feeling of rejection, but the feeling of not trusting self, I guess, or like my judgment. You are a great person, Sammy. Hope you can find happiness someday. I'll find slices of it. Find a slice of it every day. No, the beauty of life, one of the things that keeps me going, and a phrase that I have to remind myself when I'm feeling really down, no matter how bad your mental health is, if something is funny enough, you will laugh. No matter how bad it is, all it takes is one joke and you're laughing again. And that little laugh can cure so much. Why do you think Robin Williams devoted his whole life to trying to make people laugh? It's because he knew what that pain felt like. You know what I mean? And he knew that if he could get somebody to laugh, then that would help cure that little bit of pain inside the next person. And farts. Thank you. It's both, Sammy. You are taking up space, but you absolutely are worth being there in the stream, in life, in my heart, in my mind, chat, in the world. Well, I appreciate it. I just, like I said, that's just kind of a self-doubt that I have, I guess. So, anyone that views a strong or confident personality as intimidating doesn't deserve the privilege of a relationship with one. And that's again why I'm proud to have that demeanor. Because if you're that intimidated by me, then you should be. Because it's not even like I have expectations. I'm not going to let you sit there and not be your best self. Like, I'm the type of partner, like, I'm going to try to, like, help get you to the best version of you that there is in whatever you think that looks like. I might try to fight for a couple ideas that I have along the way, just, like, that's natural. But, like, ultimately, as long as you're happy with yourself, then that's okay. But also not to the point of it negatively affecting me if we're in a relationship and blah, blah, blah. So, if that all makes sense. Couldn't find a spray bottle? Wait, for what? Yes, you are a ghost. Woo! I hate how customers can feel the need to disrespect you. But God forbid you step out of line and say something. I just kind of always give the energy that I'm given, which is why I want to get out of management, because I'm going to get myself in trouble and get really, really fired. Now, if I do that as a regular worker, then it's like a slap on the wrist. But if I do that as like a manager, like a acting store director, whoo, lordy, I'm going to get in trouble. Flights are like $200 for one. Dude, that's cheap as shit. I have 3% battery. See you soon. Have a good one, Azrael. Thank you for hanging out. Probably long gone by now, but still. Farts are funny. They do not smell nice, though. Not from you. Hey, Sammy, hope you're having a good one. I'm in a D&D group with Alien nowadays. Oh, nice! And this week, we talked about people we look up to, and he mentioned you right away. Stop! Why would you say that to me? I was doing so good. Stop it. Tell him I said, "Ugh." Next time he says something nice about me, I need you to start making like a throw up noise, okay? Tell him I said, "Ugh." Anyway, that didn't happen. You saw nothing. Time to become the manager who defends their workers from corrosive customers. You'd be all your coworkers' champion forever, dude. I wish. Listen, if I ever get to a point where I could just go from straight being like manager to just quitting my job, I would probably like do some shit like that. Or like if I did become like a full-time streamer, I would go into my old job and I would act like a customer and I would tell other customers about themselves. I'd be like, kind of crazy that you could keep 5 feet distance while COVID was going on, but you want to be up this coworker's ass or up this worker's ass. Can't say coworker anymore at that point. But yes, how are you, Harms? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Woo. Ugh. And thank you for telling me that, although I hate it. You emotions. Also, hi, Pinkledairy. Welcome in. How are you? Yes, enjoy the gifted sub. Because it's true, he said you make him want to stream more because hanging out in yours is such a great time as aspirational for him to do the same. Also, he wants to team up with you and workshop some sound alerts. He feels you could help upgrade each other's lineup by bouncing ideas. Yeah, we've talked about that before. I need to I don't know, I might make Workshop Wednesdays a thing and just start to sit in my Discord voice chat or something and do co-working streams or I don't know, something. Or even show stuff that I've learned about streaming that new streamers might want to I don't know what to do. But I was thinking about something like that possibly maybe. But yeah, me and him have talked about that before. I just need him to get his PC fixed or whatever he's doing with that. I wish I could hire myself out for retail workers so a civilian can walk up and say the shit they want to at rude customers. Can't fire me. I don't work here, motherfucker. Yeah, but then the worker would probably get in trouble somehow. I don't know. I could see that being a thing. But I feel like there's some guy on TikTok that does stuff like that. I just can't remember. Man. Good stuff. Good, just doing some shopping? Nice. What's your favorite thing that you're buying? He got his PC back from the shop earlier this week. That motherfucker! Alright, I'm gonna yell at him. He needs to come play games. He needs to come play games with me. If I would have known, I would have talked to him about some stuff. But I didn't know if he was even gonna be seeing it if he didn't have his PC. You mean John Breaks Bad News? No, not that guy. I know who that guy is. It's it's this black guy and he goes into businesses and he acts like he's some government person and he has this fake badge he uses and shit. And the only one I seen was him at the hospital talking to some nurse talking about how she's a bitch. And I was like, yes, I love it. So, yeah, whoever that guy is, I didn't get his name or anything. I think it was a reclip anyway. The guy people hire to tell bad news that the other person doesn't want. Yeah, I've seen that guy though too. Yeah, I was thinking of this song today. Were you stalking bananas? Every time I see a banana, I'm like, I like to banana. Yo, welcome in, Raymac. If you want to know, it's on Spotify. It's called Seaside FM Radio. I think it's the first one. There's like 2 or 3 of them. But yeah. I've let Alien know you want to play games. Well, I appreciate it. Are you guys in a D&D call right now? I did something like that when I was visiting a zoo once. I used to be decent? Wait, dockend? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Be a dockend? It was so refreshing to mock idiots to their face. I don't know what that means, if I'm being honest. Not right now, it's on Wednesday nights for me, aka Wednesday afternoons for him. Oh, okay. I think him and I are on the same time zone. I'm gonna take a rip and then I'm gonna get into the last bullet point. Batman! Hello! How are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, hi, Mark. Cheers. So everybody that just came in, just to recoup, we are talking about content creation and my struggles that I've had since starting it. I've had a lot to say. But we are going to get into the last bullet point, which is the thickest, and I have a lot of like side notes that lead into more. So, the biggest issue that I have, and the biggest issue that I will probably continue to have, because it is the absolute hardest thing to deal with in a social standpoint like this, is comparison. In content creation, comparison is beyond the hardest thing to do. It's hard because in one aspect, I feel like as human beings, we are taught that comparing ourselves to others in the same field or the same class or whatever you want to call it, is almost a survival instinct, right? So like, talk about school, right? So in school, let's say you're doing a test. Everybody has a test in front of them and you see everybody like the first person turns in their test and you're not even halfway through your test and you're sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I must not be very smart because they're already done with their test and I'm not even halfway through it. And so you get to a point where you feel like you're falling behind. And you know, it gets to like this survival instinct inside of you. So you know, kind of like rush yourself. And even though it might not be at your own pace, you complete the test a little bit faster than, you know, maybe you should have. And you might get some answers wrong and yada yada. So in that same breath, in the streaming world, I think it's important to compare on one hand because, you know, I want to see what people are doing that are helping them grow, and I obviously don't want to copy it, but you can like spin it into your own way of doing stuff. Like obviously doing subathons and things of that nature is one of the big things you can do to help yourself grow, or doing like longer streams, depending. I wouldn't advise that on the early portions of your streaming career, but like once you've got a decent following, I think it's a good idea. So like stuff like that, you can kind of look and see what other people are doing, but then it also gets to a point where, you know, you see other people that are growing and you're doing the same things as them and you're not growing the way that they are, and you can't help but to wonder again why. And then it leads back to the self-worth. Am I worth taking up this space on Twitch? Am I worth taking up this space on TikTok, on YouTube, on whatever platform it is that you're trying to grow on? So yeah, Also, hi, Silamus. Welcome in. I hope I said your name right. But yeah, we're talking about content creation and the struggles that I've had with it. Yeah. A document is a volunteer tour guide. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. That's king, even though comparing is unhealthy. Yeah, it is unhealthy, but it's also like, yeah. I'm gonna keep getting into it because I cover kind of a lot of this. This is gonna be a really thick one, so I apologize if I don't say hi to anybody that walks in or it says something. I like to try to get all of it out so I can flow through the thoughts really easily, and then I'll go back and like read everything that chat says. So if I don't respond right away, that's kind of the concept that I got going on. And once I get it out, then we can chat like normal. So another reason to compare, and this is actually I'm gonna say that one for last because that one's gonna be the one that's like we get into a big tangent there. Obviously, comparison is really harmful. It can be if going unchecked. And it's really easy to cross that line, right? So you go into the survival thing, but then again, you have that instinct of, again, like, why is this person growing, but not me? We're doing the same things. And then it makes you question your worth. And then you kind of start to shut down, which then even hinders you further. And I recognize all this. Like, I'm so self-aware about like all these different things, and it's almost exhausting. Like, it's actually exhausting. But it doesn't stop it from happening at the same time. And I've learned to like, when I feel like I'm getting to that level, I'll just kind of like back off. Like, I'll still show love and appreciation towards whoever it is that I feel like I'm comparing myself to in an unhealthy way. But I will personally back off for a little while and kind of like reset myself and be like, it's okay for everybody to win. And you'll get your time, kind of thing. And like that, I just have to have a conversation with myself and then I'm fine. And I think, I mean, you could even ask Sussy on that. I've talked to him about it multiple times. So yeah, it's kind of something that I wave in and out of, but it does happen. Cottonmouth. And oftentimes what triggers it for me, and again, it's like, it's crazy because I'm so self-aware of it, but like, so period in life, there are people that are going to be given things just right out of the gate. Right when they're born, they're already born into like a wealthy family. They're already born into like these things. Similar to that concept versus somebody who has, grew up in a very low income home, has maybe had to struggle through battles of, drug abuse or domestic abuse or anything of that nature that could come with like low income stresses. And that's just how it works, right? So similar to that, maybe not to that extreme, but it happens with stream too, right? There are people out there that have other social medias that they have this really big following on, and then they start streaming on Twitch. And I'm like aware of all this, right? So there are times where like you're comparing yourself and then you hear somebody's story and you're like, oh, okay, maybe I was comparing myself with this person, but like they had all this other stuff going for them, or they're willing to do this kind of thing that I'm not willing to do, or I don't know, whatever it may be, they had this thing going for them, or they had better investments or savings when going into it, so they have a better setup, or they have a significant other who helps edit their videos, all different kinds of stuff. You end up comparing yourself to these people and you don't even know their backstory. You don't even know that they had all that help. And then so you're sitting there questioning like, dude, why me? Why am I not getting these things? And it's like, oh yeah, that. And then like part of that is like kind of like validation. And then the other part of that is kind of like it almost tears a little bit more because it's like, damn, I wish I had that, you know? Like, I wish I had that support. Um, that's probably the thing that I would say in general in life that I get the most jealous about with other people is like the support that they have. Um, I'm not by any means saying I don't have any support, but like family support is a big one that I am jealous of other people. I don't feel like I have very much family support literally at all. So, um, yeah, but I often feel like I'm running a marathon. Like there's this classic comic of like this rich guy with like the pompadour wig and everything and like the suit and all that stuff, and he's like getting ready to run a race, and you see his like his his rally or like his lane for the race, and it's clear as day. There's not a single obstacle in the way, and he's even got like a scooter to ride on or something. And then the other guy, he's got like a boulder tied to him, well, that's like his family sitting on it, and like I don't even remember all the different things that are on that rock, but it's like all the weight that he carries of being born in a poor area. And that's how I feel. Like I feel like, I started the race and I had all these obstacles, and like part of me feels like, if I were given the option of you choose a hard life or you pass that hard life on to somebody else, I'll choose the hard life. You know what I mean? So like there's that, but like I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so burnt out from feeling like, I'm just not keeping up with the pack. Or that there's so many people who are so much younger than me. And like they're already like way further in so many different aspects of life, and I'm like, dude, how the fuck? And again, you never know what someone came from, but it's still hard to deal with sometimes. It doesn't mean that I'm not happy for other people. I still clap for people, and I'm still genuinely happy for other people. When I see other people win, I'm like, like truly from the bottom of my heart. But there's like still that little ping that's like, man, wish that could be me, So, yeah. And then the last reason for comparison, and this is the biggest little spin-off that I have here, is competitiveness. Boy, howdy, am I a competitive person. But I also can get to a point where I shut down. And I feel like that's kind of where I've been at in a lot of different things, just because I've been overwhelmed. But it doesn't go just as far as that when it comes to streaming. It's not just competitive between streamer to streamer, it's competitive, which I don't even see it as competitive from streamer to streamer, if I'm being so honest. Like, there's very few people that I would consider to look at in a competitive field, and it's only because we had similar upbringings that I would do like a competitive thought process with them, because I know that it's an even playing field, so it's kind of fun to like compare with them, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that see it a little bit differently. But it's not even just with that, right? It's also viewer to viewer competitiveness. I've had people try to compete for my attention or compete for my affection, and that's harboring a toxic relationship that I don't want to feed into. Also, there's going to be ads in about a minute. Normally we take a break from the game, but I'm just yapping, so we're just going to continue to yap. I apologize. I can't pause my yapping. But we'll be back after the ad break. But anyways, it's kind of exhausting. There's people that will come in and they'll be like new, and they'll try to like they'll talk a lot, and it, like, I'm happy about that, like I'm excited to meet a new friend and all this other stuff. But then it's like, again, a little bit of an expectation of, well, she's talking to this other person more, or stuff like that. And it's like, okay, well, I've also known this person a lot longer, and I still have social anxiety, so it's hard for me to make a connection like right away. And even when I do make a connection right away, I'm kind of like weary about it because bright stars burn out the fastest, meaning quick connections are more likely to feather away versus slow builds that where like you truly get to know one another and like you truly feel out the vibe before like being like, yeah, that's a solid person right there. But I've had people upset with the fact that I'll be so for real. I will be so for real. There's one person in this entire community that I will play favoritism for. Only one, and that's because he's my best friend. Period. Like, that is my best friend. And that's Alien. Like, I will always have, like, a soft spot for Alien. I can't explain it. Like, it feels like that guy's, like, I've known him my whole life. He feels like he's my best friend that grew up next door to next to me. And, like, I don't know. Like, but, like, that doesn't mean that I don't cherish any other relationship. It's not like that. It's just that that's my best friend. Like, I don't know. Like, this doesn't have to be a MySpace top 8. It's just like, that's my best friend. And then there's all my other friends. Like, and it's not like you have to get up to the best friend level. There is none of that. Like, it's not like that at all. I don't know how to say it without sounding like weird. I just like it feels like that guy is someone that I have had a connection with in other like lifetimes and stuff. Like we just get each other. And that's such a rare find. And it's not something to compare yourselves with, and I don't want you to ever feel that way. Same thing with like who I decide to be a mod or I don't really give out VIP. It's something that you earn. But if I were to ever like give out VIP or anything like that, it wouldn't be like a favoritism type thing. It's like literally like a connection type thing. And you can't force those. So I don't want anyone to feel like they have to compete for something like that. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'm coming off the way that I want to in this bringing to light moment, but I don't want to harbor like this competitiveness for me or my attention. I just don't like I don't really like playing into that. If you're someone that would like to like do something to see how I would react, or you act a certain way to see how I would react, it won't be a long-lasting friendship. That stuff irks me, and I see right through it. I don't play into manipulations, and I take high offense to it, in fact. After being in a relationship for 5 years and finding out that I was a rebound the whole time, yeah, I don't fuck with manipulation. I'm done. So, I had a mod at one point that was trying to harbor a toxic relationship. I was still really new. I still kind of am new. And but this person was like basically treating me like I was their online girlfriend. And I didn't realize that that's the relationship dynamic that they were perceiving it to be. And because of that, I've learned like even when like people gift like a whole fuck ton of subs and shit like that, like I kind of am still like I'm just kind of like thank you. And another reason why I'm a little bit reserved is because I've been like people have used that to get close to me to then like harbor this unhealthy relationship that I never even agreed to. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It comes down to like this I don't know. I just don't want people to compete for my attention or to have like this unhealthy feeling. Um, it So, okay, sorry, I'm trying to read my next bullet point too. It says feeling used for friendship when just a ploy to grow. Oh, yeah, yeah. So that kind of ties back in with the parasocial relationships. Is even like sometimes people will like manipulate situations just to get themselves more in your pocket, like to help promote their own things. Like I've had people be really nice to me so that they could like randomly throw in like a self promo and think that I'm not going to say anything and correct the conversation and remind them that there is no self promo. But like again, I see through that. Like it's just another manipulation, and at some point I'm going to put my foot down and you'll just be banned at random. Like I'm not even going to give you a warning at that point because I've given you multiple warnings. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't like feeling used. It's something that really bothers me. I think it would bother any human being. And then, um, in all of that, to kind of wrap up everything that I've said between the parasocial relationships and the comparisons, genuine friendships, compliments, and pressure from self, all of it makes me feel like what I am giving is not enough. Um, I feel like I can't give enough to other people. I don't feel like I can give enough to myself. I almost feel like I'm giving way too much of myself to everybody else. Um, but I don't know how to like stop it. Like I keep trying to put myself first, but then like it feels like I would get met with like, I don't know, like I'm fake all of a sudden, or I'm, like, and that's another reason why I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not going to get mad if you take time away from stream or away from me to take care of yourself because I want you to. Because I want to be able to do that for me and not feel guilty. But there's like even times that like, I pop into people's streams and I feel like they're looking at me like, well, why are you more chatty in this person's stream, or why are you more um why do you always lurk in this person's stream and not my stream, or whatever it might be. And it's like I am doing my best. I really am trying to do my best to be split between all these different people that I want to support, but I can only do so much, and it's not up to me or anybody else to grow you or your channel. And I feel like that's something that I wish like other streamers would kind of like come to terms with sooner, because it's really not anyone else's job but their own to make that shit grow. Like I can help you get to affiliate, I can try to help to get you to partner, I can try to send raids over to help you reach those numbers. But whether they stay or go is kind of up to you and what energy you bring, and if they vibe with that, like at the end of the day, it's on you, you know? And I just kind of, I don't know. Again, it makes me question my value. Like it all goes back to questioning my value and if people actually fuck with me or if they just fuck with me to help them. Is this a one-way relationship? And it really eats away at me a lot of times. So yeah, that's all the thing that's bothering me and all the issues that I have while being a content creator. Sorry to bitch and complain, but it's not like there aren't, like, again, there's still really good things. Like I've formed some really beautiful relationships. I would have never met Alien if not for this. There's a lot of you guys that I'm like majority of you guys are amazing human beings, and I'm proud to call you a part of my community. These are just things that I've noticed throughout my journey of 2.5 years of streaming that have come back to surface over time that I feel like is important to bring to awareness. Not only to help validate other streamers, but to bring awareness to like viewers that might not have any idea what it's like on the other side of this and the things that a lot of us struggle with. I know I'm not the only one that struggles with every single one of those. But yeah, let me catch up on chat now. Comparison can be healthy in limited fashion, but in content creation, comparison is international or global. What do you mean by that? Comparison is an online space is so tricky because you only see a couple of aspects of someone's situation. I can only imagine how hard it is to know who/how to compare with to stay sane. Yeah, it's hard. That's why like another thing that I've done is like I'll ask people like, you know, like what do you do? Like how did you get to being where you're at and stuff like that, and it helps me kind of understand like where they came from and what they did in one way to help kind of settle like my own, I guess, insecurities if I'm being real, and also to help like get an understanding of what it could take to get to where someone is. You know what I mean? True comparison makes you aware of the market. Yeah, you have to be aware of the market while also being careful with your own mental health. Yeah, and it's hard to tip that, not to tip that scale in the wrong direction, especially as someone who's still like learning and growing from, you know, toxic practices throughout my life. Just got to make sure not to compare too much and get in your head about it. It all requires balance. Yeah, and that's the thing, which I think I've done like a lot better at it this year than I did last year. But last year, there was also a situation where someone compared me to somebody else. And that was a whole new hell because, I don't know, it made me feel like I then had to compare myself to that person. Like, it just kept eating away at me. Which, that being said, I want to say this in a general aspect, but I am sure that there are plenty of you that would know who I'm talking about, but I really don't want to throw their name out there because I love that person so much, and I mean no tea, no shade towards them at all. Like, so serious. For the love of God, so serious. But there's a lot of people that have come over from other communities, and I do not mind when the person is in the chat if we talk about the things that go on in their communities. Like, that's fine. But it gets kind of weird for me when there's people from other communities talking in chat about things that happen in another community that's not, like, it was never a part of this community. I'm not in on the joke, or like it feels like there's like this inside joke that no one from my community even understands other than like 3 people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, I love these people and I have nothing against them or their communities. But like, for my comparative sakes and for other people not feeling left out of the conversation, if things happen within someone else's community, keep it in their community. And that goes for fucking drama too. If you have drama that popped off in a community that you're in, you keep that shit there. I'd like, respectfully, you can vent about it. I don't know. I don't want to know who it was. I don't know nothing. You can vent in the safe space, but I do not have to pick a side. And don't pose it in a way for me to pick a side, because that's not fair to me. I wasn't there. And it's not my drama. I take people as they are. I don't go off of what other people say about each other. I would at the very least never worry about taking up space, since the worry is very capitalistic. Well, I try not to worry about taking up space here because at the end of the day, it's my stream. You know, if you don't want to be a part of my community, the door. You can just leave. It's just that easy. You don't have to be mean about it, you know? If anyone would even say you don't deserve to take up space, we all look forward to seeing you in. I will fistfight them on the roof of a Wendy's. I like that it's a Wendy's specifically. I will throw a Frosty in your face, bitch. I love that. Thank you, Harms. I appreciate you. I know in the back of my head that I deserve to take up space, but it's just this self-doubt thing that I'm like riddled with right now. Makes sense to go through it and then read. Yeah. I'm gonna go for a bit. My mood kind of got ruined, not by you. I'll be back later. All right, have a good one, Unholy. Sorry I take so long to fucking get there. Another thick one, yeah. Being too self-aware is not good. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay for everybody to win. Yeah, yeah. And you're right on both of those. Being too self-aware can be a nightmare inside of your head. Hi, that's me. Comparison is rough. Better to try our best not to. Sometimes it do happen, but we can catch ourselves. Partially is looking at sense of lack. Yeah, but again, I still feel like comparison is still like a survival skill though too. To a degree though, obviously. And even then, I think it's just a societal thing that got bestowed upon us because of things like tests and stuff like that in school. But I think in like, I mean, even in natural selection though too, you know, because like if you're being chased by a cougar and you're not running as fast as the person next to you, guess what, my guy? You're getting caught by that cougar. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's a survival thing to a degree. You can't self-aware your brain into working a different way, but getting to know your brain is a great step in changing yourself for the better. That's something that I probably need to sit with. Because I don't know, I kind of feel like you can change your brain, but you have to change your thinking patterns. Like, that's what I've been taught when it comes to depression. Like, instead of going straight to like negative, you can kind of like think your way around and find like the light within the negative, like the silver lining. You have a mass and take up space, therefore you matter. Oh, I like that. I actually really like that. I should put that on a post-it note, but I don't have post-it notes. Sometimes people don't get dealt good hands. Yeah. I don't think I wasn't dealt the worst hand, you know, but I wasn't dealt the best hand by any means. Hi, Say. Welcome in. Also, hi, Negan. Hello. Sorry it's taken me so long to get to you guys. I really am sorry. Also, Rudy, I don't know if I ever said hi to you, so hello. Welcome. I think I was in the thick of it when you came in. Into the thick of it. Sorry. That's that parasocial muck you don't like. Yeah. Yep. It's only my third day here. I don't know. That's okay. Sorry to unleash all this on your third day. My bad, Mikey. Also, hi, hacking good boy. Hello, hello. And I'm so sorry that I'm so behind on chat. We were in the deep combo. The expectations of others can take every shape possible, especially parasocial ones can be even stranger. Amazon wants to buy me to buy a racing game. Little do they know, I will not. I like racing games. I don't know what you're talking about. You're coming off as tired? No, oh, well, thank you, because I am. Keeping audience interaction within the lines of what will keep everybody from running the risk of developing odd quirks is an almost impossible task, but going at it with a clear set of rules is a good mindset, in my opinion. Having people manage to harbor those things within the relationships between you as a streamer and them as part of the audience is never a mark against you. They wanted to achieve those unhealthy things just because they didn't suspect it. You didn't suspect it or believed in their best intentions is a point in your favor. Yeah, but it's gotten me in so many troubles. Literally, my ex used to tell me all the time that he was afraid of me doing this because I see the good in people instead of like accepting them for who they are when they show me it. And I think he's kind of right in it. And like, yeah, I want to see the good in people, but if they can't see the good in themselves, then it's kind of a lost cause, isn't it? Giving others your energy before worrying about how much you have left, in my inexperienced view, is just a sign of you caring about other people. If I found myself thinking negatively about where/who you offer your energy to, I hope I would be able to realize that I'm doing something unhealthy and would pull my head out of my own ass. Yeah, that's my hopes too, and that's another reason why, like, again, I started this conversation with, like, this isn't meant as a attack at anybody or calling anybody out, and I don't want to offend anybody. It's just kind of like, if the shoe fits, maybe sit with the conversation, and whatever you take from that, if you feel that you need to leave because of that, then if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. I'm not going to stop you. But at the end of the day, I'm also not going to not share how I feel. These are valid worries, thoughts, and concerns you have about your time as a streamer, and I think anyone who'd think less of you for hearing you voice them are not in streaming in a healthy way, even only as a viewer. Who knows? I mean, these are kind of just like, again, just like the things that I've been dealing with, and again, I don't mean any tea or shade. I could see how people, especially the compliments one, a lot of people give me compliments and I don't hate them. And I don't want people to like feel like they have to stop giving me compliments. It's not like that. I just need people to understand where my mental health is at regarding these situations, so that when I act this way, they can understand it's because of this. It's really, I communicate for a better level of understanding. That's why I talk about this stuff. I'm gonna need this playlist. These songs are great. It's the Seaside FM radio on Spotify. You can literally just type it in the search bar and then go to playlist at the top tab, and it should pop up. There's like 1, 2, and 3. I think this is 1. Also, hi Cecilbub, welcome in. Hello, hello. I guess you're trying to say it seems a bit invasive. It can be. There are a lot of healthy parasocial relationships that I have here, within these spaces, but there's also, especially in the early days of being a Twitch streamer, those happen more frequently. I feel like or like when you blow up, I feel like those are the times that those kind of relationships happen the most. But yeah, I don't know. It can be hard to navigate for sure. And that's another reason why I'm glad to kind of grow more slowly, because I can get used to these different challenges as I grow. That way, like, heaven forbid that doxing situation would have happened when, I had hypothetically, if I were to ever have like 1 million people in here or something, like that would be like way different situation. Drama? Screw that noise. Yeah, I don't care for drama. If someone points shit in my direction, you better believe a bitch gonna have some clap back to have. But like, I will defend myself. I don't really start stuff. I try not to start stuff. But I also don't like it when stuff is brought to me and I feel pressure to pick a side. It makes sense to chat about your interests and in jokes, but if it's nothing to do with the other stream you're wanting to talk about it, who is helped by even bringing it up, it's like you're talking to a pic of someone who isn't there, which you've taped to someone else's face. Kind of rude and impractical. The way I see streaming is, this is my house, right? And if you come into someone's house, like, let's say, like, I'm throwing a party. You guys are my guests. This is my party. I'm hosting a party. If people come in from another party, and I'm not talking about through a raid, because normally, like, I'll give a shout out through a raid and stuff like that, and then, like, you can plug whatever the hell, and then, if there's chat that mingles over from what was going on over there into here, that's totally different. But if it's just, like, randomly, like, randomly the person's not even here, like nothing, no interaction has even happened, then it feels like I'm having a party and you just came over from someone else's house and you're like, dude, this is a party, yeah, but there's such a better party over here. Why don't we all go over to this party? And it's gonna make me resent the other person, of like the other house owner, the other party thrower, which isn't fair to them, and I don't want that type of interaction at all. So I think it's just something that like again, please don't be offended by this, but I think it's a little rude. Like I would never go over to someone else's house and be like, yeah, but have you heard of this person's party? Or yeah, but have you heard of this person's stream? It's so much better than yours. Or, you know, even treating the streamer or the stream that you're currently in as like a B-roll version of the person that you would rather be hanging out with. Like, okay, then go hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go hang out with them. You don't, like, maybe they didn't give you access to them today, so like you stumbled upon my chat, which is fine. But you don't have to treat me like I am that. You know, like you don't have to treat me like I am option B. I can be option B. That's fine. Don't treat me like I'm option B. Does that make sense? I will hit a bitch with a square burger. Just hockey puck throw that shit. For fuck's sake, there's so many bugs in the house right now. Ooh! Trying to kick them out? Not kill them? You're better than me. Are you Buddhist by chance? Oh, it's okay. I appreciate you yapping, because I've been yapping too. I'll be at a 30th birthday party tomorrow night, so it will be give me something to do. Let's go. That's exciting. I wanted to do something exciting for my 30th. I was here, but like I tried to do some other stuff and it just felt like I was throwing myself a party and like no one else gave a shit. Cheers. Into the pickle pit. Yum. I wish cougars chased me. I don't know about that. Oh, you're talking about, I gotcha. Wow. Like the MILF kind of cougar. I gotcha. No post-it notes? Well, just means I have to put it in every stream going forward. Too late. It is my mission now. I want to get post-it notes. That actually is kind of a good idea. Like get post-it notes and then every time you guys say something that like inspires me or like is something nice, just write it down and put it on my wall somewhere or something. But like, this is a quote from this user. Cheers. Oh, don't worry about it. I said that because you were on the topic of new viewers vying for your attention and being upset that you talk to the OG folks more. I don't even try to talk to the OG folks more, is the thing. Like, I actually try to prioritize first-time chatters and stuff like that more than anything. Because I know it can be intimidating coming into a community where people are kind of already, like, formed and stuff. Like, I really do try. But then there's also times where, like, I can't tell if they're, like, gonna be one of those people where if I don't give them more attention than other people, they're gonna leave, or like I don't know. It's hard. It's just hard to tell people's intentions from the beginning. So I'll just kind of like be a little more skeptical, I guess, or not skeptical, but just reserved. That's the word I want to say. Time to send positive affirmations and have mods pin them every stream. Let's go. That or I could do the post-it notes. I gotta get a Sharpie kit anyways for my subathon coming up, so that could be a thingy. Yeah. Seeing the good in people is not a flaw in the slightest. That X is not right. I don't know. I feel like it gets me into a lot of trouble though. Like in a protective sense. Which, I mean, granted, he was living like, in my opinion, I think he lives in a state of fear. Like he moves in fear a lot. Not to be like Donnie Darko type shit or anything. but still. Don't want to divert attention, but I think I'm a bit guilty of bringing up stuff in other streamers' communities, and I apologize for that. I need to work on that. I mean, I don't know. It's really, I get that people can be excited or whatever, or like see someone that they know from someone else's community and be like, oh hey, it's like one of those situations, but I just think it's best practice to kind of like bring that to a DM, I guess, but I'm not shitting on anybody. It's just a boundary that I feel like I need to set before going forward, and especially like while we're in this kind of conversation anyway. The scale of being, but thank you for the apology and being aware. The scale of seeing the good in people runs all the way from nativity to friendliness. It has extremes, but there's also so much space for positivity when boundaries are mutually respected. I will bring the most impractically spicy guacamole to the party. I will not eat that guacamole. Ugh, no thank you. I've had enough with little nitro. That was enough for me. I can't relate to the party metaphor because I never host nor go to parties. That's okay. I used to host all the time, and then the last time that I hosted, I asked everybody to just bring like $5 for pizza, and one person brought the $5, and I had bought 15. No, it wasn't 15. I think it was like 10 boxes of pizzas, and I had one slice by the end of it. Like everyone ate it all and only one person brought $5. And then at that point I was like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm just done. I'm done hosting. Clearly people don't like respect like how much goes into these things. So I'm done hosting. Kitty has turned its back on us. Oh, she's sleeping now. You can see her. Oh, no. I can't pay attention to her. She'll start yelling at me. I'll just look at her in the cam. See, doesn't she look so cute? No. Such a cute little girl. I see you side-eyeing me. Watch. The second I turn my head, she's gonna... No? Okay. Okay, sorry. I never find being a new viewer as intimidating. I'm straight chillin'. Well, either way, even if it is intimidating for other people, I totally get it, because that's how I feel a lot of times. Like, I'll be silent in a lot of streamer stuff, but that's also just kind of where I'm at in general. Hi, Kevin! Welcome in! How are you? Beautiful peach. Fuzzy little man peach. Sorry. If I have done that, I apologize. Not that I can recall. We have been allowed to see Kitty front softness. Rejoice. Her little paws. She is so adorable, but she's so loud. Cheese around the clock, it's getting me blocked. Wait, what? Pizza Frenzy is real, not a great repayment score, though. They really dropped the ball on that one. Yeah, and I made like 2 pitchers of Long Island iced tea, and I told everyone, I was like, you don't need a lot. It's like really strong. And everyone's like, I can't even taste the alcohol. And I said, I know. It's really strong though. Please trust me. Yeah, they went through that really quick, and then everybody was barfing. Like all over. Like, I never even slept in that house because someone barfed all over my room. So, yeah. I just stayed at a friend's house all the time. Bombastic side eye. Oh my god. Those fucking teenagers. Little chin on the arm, so adorable. She really is a cutie pie. I want an adios, motherfucker. What is that? Which is essentially a blue Long Island. What is a blue Long Island? You just put like blue Corico or whatever it's called in there. Those will sneak up on you with the liquor. Yeah, yeah. If you make them good enough to where you can't taste the alcohol, whoo, you better be careful. Have one glass, let it sit with you for like 20 minutes, then go have another glass. With a bunch of Smurf blood. Careful, Smurf Insider will hear you. He'll get scared. Alright, so thank you guys. I really do appreciate you guys allowing me the space to talk about these things. The amount of anxiety that I had coming into stream, I'm not gonna lie to you. I cried about it. I've really been emotional the past couple of days, and I was just like really worried about people thinking that I was, I don't know, trying to call them out publicly or something. And again, it's like I'm not trying to call anybody out. It's more like if the shoe fits, maybe think about how you might be affecting other people or where your mental health is at regarding this specific topic or something. So, yeah, I do appreciate you guys listening. Whew. That was a lot of talking. My jaw hurts, I'm not gonna lie. Sprite instead of Coke? Oh, okay. So you just make it like a light version, not like a dark version. See, I can't drink blue Curico though. Something about the blue, like, it makes me shit green color. It bothers me. I'm just like, this isn't good. I need to stop. I don't like it. I thought you should know. I like to talk about what happens. It is your space. Thank you for sharing with us. I know, but it's still nice to like not be rejected after sharing something so vulnerable as that, I guess. Like that again proves that like there are a lot of genuine good people within this community that I truly feel like I align with, versus some of the relationships that I talked about that have bothered me. We're gonna be friends, I can tell. You like poop stuff. You like poop butt stuff? Alright, cheers. So, gonna play a little bit. See, I don't know. I was kind of. Can we actually get a poll going? I need a poll for community games or Fallout.
I love you. And
I miss you. Thank you, Harms. Love you and I miss you too. What to do? Alright, everybody go vote in the poll. We got either Fallout or community games. I will preface this by saying, if we do community games, I would like to move over to the Discord and invite you all to come into like a general voice chat where we can either chat via the text or chat via voice if you so choose, and we can play games like Golf with Your Friends, Repo, Peak, Jackbox. I will not play community games on stream only because of the doxing situation that happened. I have learned my lesson and I will not be doing that any further. So, yeah, it's the best way I've got to filter it. So, but also, again, I want to preface that if you ever see me sitting in general voice chat in Discord, I'm either streaming a video game doing a community type thing or watching a movie. And you're more than welcome to join. If it was a situation where I didn't want you to join, I probably wouldn't be in general voice chat. Unless it's like a quick fix type situation. I don't know. Best way to stay tuned with that is like the announcements page or in general chat. I've been putting it in general chat. Yes, they are jammies. I got a matching set. I got them for Christmas, and they're really comfy. And I did a really amazing like roundhouse kick earlier to show that I am I have high range in these things, so I could kick you in the mouth. Boom. There's that. Also, don't forget to vote in the poll. You have like 2 seconds. You made that one a lot shorter this time. Alright, so it looks like Fallout won with 5 votes. So we are going to be playing some Fallout New Vegas. I could get very ragey with this. I feel like we're getting towards the end of it. And everything's getting so much harder. I want jammies like those. I think I got it from my job, so I can't promote it. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I would tell you where I got it from. Also, hi, Phoenix. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. You came just in time. We're about to switch over to Fallout New Vegas. And continue with our playthrough of that. What is the brand called? Hold on. Ooh! Pulling my neck hairs. Hello? It doesn't have a tag! That's even better. I can't tell you. But they're really comfy. Gassy girl. Always. Always. Also, we all need to start... I say we all because me too. But we all need to start, like, remembering to refresh the burps. Alright. Let's edit the stream info. That's what I'm trying to do. Boop. Boop. Fallout New Vegas. Yahoo! Alright. Cool. Yep, okay. I was making sure it changed. There was one time it... I don't know why, it just didn't like finalize it or whatever. Wahoo! Also, I'm gonna change the music to Fallout music. I added some too. Yeah. Gonna make a Sammy sandwich, BRB. What's in the sandwich? I wanna know. I wanna know what kind of flavor my sandwich is. That sounds wrong. You made me do this. You made me ink. That doesn't sound right. Okay, lovely weather we're having today. Probably smells like farts. My sandwich? More like it'd be knuckles in there for you, sir. I can't believe it's 7:30 already. Ugh. I'm sick of having to wake up for work. I should have just worked all day Thursday and then taken today fully off. The amount of napping that I've been doing is rough. It's been a lot. It smells like whole grain bread and turkey breast. Yeah, I do. Sorry. Oh, that's right. I need to wait for new things at the shops, I think. Can't wait. Oh yeah, I got mad and I was like, yeah, we're done.
There's some serious
all right.
going on between NCR and the region.
Also, hi Krill! Hello, welcome in! I feel like I saw you pop in early and I don't know why I didn't register it. But hello, hello, hello. How are you? How's your day? What is happening? Oh, I'm getting my shit back. Okay. Where can I wait? That is nearby. Wait, it's a hotel. Can't I have to get a bed, don't I? Damn.
Don't walk away.
I was like, gang, why I appreciate your lurk. I really, really do, Krill.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into Gamora. Check your weapons with me.
I couldn't commit to talking, so I didn't. No, that's okay. You don't have to. There's never any pressure.
You'll get
Take
these
'em.
back on your way out.
Woo! Ooh, also, I might indulge in a cookie. I got some cookies the other day. I think it was during like one of our movie days. And I'm obsessed. So, oh. Well, not that cookie. Wait, why is there smoke? Is that supposed to be coming from that? I was like, who chiefing in here?
I hear you chased that chicken shit Benny off. Good
A
riddance.
Martha dog?
Let me know if the pretty lady with you is looking for some work.
You stay away from her. Look at that ass. Okay, sorry. Courtyard. Do you guys have like rooms? Oh shit. Okay, whoops. Khan, hello, welcome in. How are you? How's your day? I'm about to eat a fucking cookie, my guy. Can I just say, I got this one and I thought it was gonna be cookies and cream. And it just tastes like cocoa. Like, not chocolate, cocoa. And I ate half of it. Because it's just not very good. But like, look at the frosting. I fucking love frosting on a cookie. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys decide for me. Should I choose the sugar cookie one to eat or the red velvet? Oh my god, girl. I didn't even see what was going on here. Why is she, like... That's so weird. This place is weird. Oh god, these are... I'm in danger. Can I just sleep?
Well, what do we have here, huh? Let me guess. You've heard about the mistress who makes all your fantasies come true. So you followed the call of your desires, all the way to the arms of Joanna. Moi. Now that you've found me, I wonder, do you have what it takes?
Should we... Is it gonna be, like, really graphic? Is it gonna be really graphic? I don't know. My day was okay. Was playing Pal World and learning some Beckhoff engineering stuff in the background. Oh, nice! I'm gonna go with a red velvet. Screw it. You guys didn't choose one, so I'm going with red velvet. Like 90% cocoa? I don't know. It's just like, it just tastes like cocoa powder. It doesn't taste like it's like chocolate flavored. It's like cocoa powder flavored. If that makes sense. Sammy, are you trying to get some? If it's not too graphic, then yeah, it might be. Why? You got something against it, or... Click the top one? I want to, I just don't want it to be against TOS. I just want to know if it's gonna get graphic. That's all I'm asking, and this is a genuine question. Please feel free to answer it while I open this cookie and show it to you. It's so soft. It's so soft. Look at it. This is a red velvet cookie. And then watch. Ready? Soft. She's soft and pretty. Do it? Okay. Gotta eat that cookie while I eat that cookie, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, confident. I like that. So, what do you want to do with what you've got?
The better question is, what are you going to do with it?
Oh my, aren't you something else? I
What do
guess
you
you'll
know?
have to see for yourself what I can do, huh? Consider it on the house, honey.
Hey, I got free punani. Let's go. Lead the way.
Follow me, hun.
Free punan. Free punan. I got free punan. She reminds me of Jennifer Lawrence. Well. Call me a celebrity. Me early in the stream. Man, I really hate being sexualized. Me in a video game sexualizes every NPC that's female. Do as I say, not as I do. Cass is gonna watch. You could invite Cass? Can you actually? Can you actually? That's wild if you can! Did stream really crash? I wouldn't be surprised if it was TOS, like, being like, nah.
Yes.
You can't, but it'd be funny. It would be funny. Contracted pupils, involuntary spasms, Med-X kills quickly. Joanna, I can help. She got the herpes? Is that what you're trying to say?
I didn't think it showed. I guess that it's worse than I thought.
Well, I'm glad we chose that. What's happened to you?
I don't know what's happening to me. I can't feel a goddamn thing anymore. Empty and poisoned.
Oh, well,
like the
damn.
wasteland.
This is not going the way
I'm
that...
afraid I won't make it out of here.
This is totally a
Not
mood
with
killer.
If
I'm
the
still gonna
Med-X
fuck her,
doesn't
though.
Kill me first. Caccino or another Omerta will.
By the way, this is
I look
fire.
pathetic, huh? The great Joanna. And now... I don't even know why I'm telling you this.
Tell me about Caccino. What's Carlito's story? Sure, why not? Let's figure this out.
He's a filthy monster.
I
I've
feel
been a
another
perverted
quest coming
man,
on.
but Caccino's done things to me that even other Omertas would also want to kill him if they knew what he does. He's broken so many of their rules that I don't know how he still breathes.
What's the Omerta's role in Gamora? What is Carlito's story?
He was an Omerta that fell in love with me. They don't ever mix with people outside the family, you know? He was planning to escape with me, but Caccino found out about us. So he did something, talked, I don't know. And Carlitos disappeared.
I don't know about that. I wanted to get some, not have an existential crisis, but whatever, we ball. I mean, like I said, I'm still gonna fuck her, so, I mean... This is just a little bit of foreplay. You know, make her feel at home, nice and ease. Maybe we'll get her to feel something. Kashino talked because Carlitos broke Omerto's rules. Sorry, I'm not interested in this right now.
Kachino doesn't give a shit about rules. Only cares to feed his perversions. He lusted for me. He's done things to me. Look, I'm stuck here. I know that. Carlitos is the only thing that kept me going. And now I don't have anything left.
You have me, baby. What if Carlito lives?
If he's alive, he's long gone. The Omertas want him dead now. If you meet him anywhere, I'd do anything to get him back and escape this hell.
Oh, we gonna find him.
Although I'm not keeping my hopes up.
But we're still gonna fuck you. If he lives, I'll find him for you.
Hun, nobody's given me a free thing before. What's it going to be for you?
Uh,
Sex? Sex? Straps?
You've already...
What?
We've already gotten promised free Punan. Don't tell me it's off the table now that we've had this, like, little chat.
What? Are you serious? Well, I'm not complaining, hun. Thanks so much for your help.
We're still gonna fuck, though. Wait, hold up. No, no.
Come here, baby. I'm all
Okay, that's what I'm
yours.
talking about.
Are you ready to be all mine?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Lay down and I'll take care of you.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh! Oh! What side? Yep. Does anything happen? Do you hear anything? Oh my god, I'm nervous. Is that it? Just a black screen. And they did it! Wow! So climatic. Good job or whatever. Oh, she... I knocked her ass out. She's all peacefully asleep. You damn right she is. GG. Fade to black. She'd watch. Yeah, you. I know you watched. Climactic. Hopefully, literally. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the way she was sleeping, yeah, it was climactic. Did that pass time, you think? That was kind of like the actual purpose that I was trying to go for, to like sleep somewhere. To just like pass some time so I could go back to the shops and stuff. Yo, Savarin, welcome in. How are you? Who knows if Cass joined? Cass do be freaky. I don't know if we're at that affiliate ship with her or not. I don't know if that's like a thing. Alright, there's going to be an ad break in about a minute, in which case we are going to pause the game this time so that you guys don't miss anything. And we're going to smoke, chat. I'm probably going to go urination station. And,
Find yourself a girl,
hello.
guy, never drink.
And then we'll be back after the 3 minutes of ad, and there'll be an hour free, ad-free, hour free viewing. I have ever had a dream that I don't disca, you could don't disca, you could don't disca, you could don't disca. It was a good dream. I did don't disca, don't disca, don't disca. When are my... I think I need to go this way. Yeah. Oh yeah, pause. Yeah. Sleepy? Why are you so sleepy? I'm sneezy. I feel like I need to sneeze, but it's not coming out. Anyways, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna go use El Baño for a second, and then when I get back, we're gonna take some fat rips to the forehead. To the dome. Anyways, I'll be right back. Right into the door. Hello. Bike. Ugh. Man. I wasn't farting. I did that before stream. A lot. That's actual facts. Yeah. I do be burping though. Alright, cheers. That was terrible. Redo. My God. I honestly feel so much better. Woo! Getting all that off my chest. So, I know I already said thank you, but thank you again. Seriously. It's nice to know that, like, it can be a safe space for even me. There's times that I feel like as a streamer, like, I'm supposed to be, like, the strong one and not, like, talk about my shit and just be, like, there for everybody else, you know? And just take my problems to, like, elsewhere. But then that, again, makes me feel like I'm feeding into, like, a one-sided relationship, and that doesn't feel healthy. So, yeah! Let me load this sucker up. Welcome back from the ads, everybody! I tried to take a hit, but it didn't go very well, so I'm loading up another one. So if you smoke and you want to partake with me, now's about the time to do so. After I burp. Yeah. Thank you for the welcome backs. I appreciate it. How's work going, J-Her? Cheers. We're good. We're good. But yeah, due to like the parasocial aspect of things, I'm probably not gonna be like raiding out for a minute, and also probably not like accepting raids for a minute. Just until I feel like, I don't know, some of that feeling kind of dissipates, I guess. I transferred to a new building last week and they're running me all over the place here. Do you like that, or is that like a bad thing? Some people like being like really busy. Oh no, I need to go to Mick and Ralph's. That's it. I went from like 6K steps to almost 30K. Can you write that off on like insurance type shit? We have this program at my job where nope, I am going the right way. What am I talking about? I guess you can sync up like your smartwatch or whatever that might be tracking your steps with the insurance app that we have. And it tracks how many steps you put in, and then you can like get points, which is money back, which is really cool. Not that I ever remember to use it, but it's there. I think that's how I got $500 last year.
For all your shopping needs.
For Quimis.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Do they have ammo? I feel like I kind of gave up on finding some really good guns. And Mick and Ralph's has mostly like manual? No. I don't know, fisty stuff. That. I can't think of words. I enjoy it? Nice. Well then I'm glad that it was a good switch for you. I like hectic days better than slow days. Except for on Wednesdays. Wednesdays I like to be slow. And Sundays. Sundays are ridiculous.
Welcome
What are you
back.
doing? You doing like voodoo magic? Like what is happening over here? You got like telepathy going on? I think you're supposed to put the potato inside the pot, not the pot on top of the potato. What guns do you have for sale?
Have a look.
I really just want some ammo more than anything. Stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. No 45! Why you do this? I wanted weapons. The problem is like, yeah, I could probably buy some of this stuff, but it's not for my good gun, so what would be the point? I'm just gonna go to
Thanks for stopping in.
the robot place. I can't remember what his name. Batman! Have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate you, and get good sleep. I'll see you again soon, friend. Stretch? Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. I can never stretch without yawning. I think you guys should stretch too. If you haven't stretched, do it. Just, do it, you know? Alright.
Hello there.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Actually, I want to pop my neck. Oh, it's so much. It's like fucking 3 or 4 pops every time. Alright, so Mick and Ralph's was a bust. Imagine that. So many dead people in the streets here. It's awesome because I did it. Where the fuck am I? No, we go this way and then we go that way. Can you buy ammo from in there? Genuine question. Sugar pie, honey bunch. You know that I love you. I can't help
Come to Mick and
myself.
Ralph's for all your shopping
Nobody else. That's about all I know. Anyways, I would rate the red velvet cookie. Honestly, I would say like a 8.5 out of 10. Only because I feel like the icing should be, don't they normally do cream cheese? So I feel like the icing should be like kind of cream cheese flavored. And it just tastes like regular icing. That's the only thing. World map. I'm trying to go to... Where the heck is it? It's not Repcon, no, it's like Gunrunners. Yeah. Back to poop colors. One time I ate nothing but red velvet cake all day. Next day I freaked out because I thought I was pooping blood, just red food dye. I had that happen one time when I was eating Skittles, because like I like to save my favorite flavors or colors till the very end, and green and red are like my favorite. So I had like green and red all at the end, and I pooped, and mind you, this was around Christmas time. So when I pooped, it was green and red. And I was like, Mom, I pooped a Christmas miracle! And she came in, she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And saw my poop, and she's like, Samantha.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? I am ready to process our transaction.
Yes, please. Christmas poo. Tell me I'm wrong! If every time I see green and red together, I think it's Christmas. Like, I'm like, Christmas colors immediately. Yay! This is what I wanted. I'm gonna be broke after this. Worth it. What can I sell to you, though? I can sell his armor. 'Cause I don't want to wear it if it means like you know? I don't want to be associated with them. Definitely selling that. Oh! Okay. I meant to do that, but alright. I forgot to ask, did you fart on... No, I did not. If this was Fable, I would have. But unfortunately, you can't fart in this game. Why? Don't know. I think every game should implement that.